And it's just kind of mind-blowing, the amount of people that are in that room you just admire and have loved for so long, and you're just stuck in a room with them. I mean, it would be pretty special and epic if one of the Kardashians or one of the Jenners were to wear something knit that I'd made to the Met Gala. I mean, that would be pretty special. Or I could make Harry Styles a knit suit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hi, I'm Tom Daley, and I'm getting up close with Cosmo. Don't forget to subscribe to see more. The best and worst thing about being Tom Daley. Maybe I'll start with the worst thing, because like, bad news first, right? Worst thing about being Tom Daley is that I am always hungry. I live for my next meal. That's just something that's always been the case. My dream meal to eat with my family, because I'm always hungry, we do like sushi, but then I also love like a classic bangers and mash. There's something about a bangers and mash and then having like a treacle sponge and custard as well. Cracking. Best thing about being Tom Daley is that I have the most amazing little family. My husband and my son are incredible, cute, sweet, and adorable, and I love them a lot. If I weren't a diver, and I hadn't had any diving experience whatsoever, I actually wanted to be a pilot. I was kind of obsessed with how things were able to stay in the air and how they flew through the air, and instead of being a pilot, I guess I became my own pilot and jump off diving boards and fly into the water instead. In terms of fashion inspiration, I get lots of inspiration from lots of different places. On social media, creating boards, and just also seeing things randomly in store windows and shops, and then also being able to adapt certain things that I see that aren't necessarily knitwear and then making it for myself and adjusting things slightly. I think Harry Styles has been an incredible influence on male fashion, on what that actually means to be a man in fashion. I think Billy Porter has also done some incredible stuff, really pushing the boundaries of what it is to be a man in fashion. So yeah, there's lots of inspiration that I take from lots of people. The last time I cried was probably at the rehearsals for the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony, because I was there with 6 advocates and activists and athletes from all over the Commonwealth, where in their countries their existence is illegal, and to see them run out with pride flags into the stadium at the Commonwealth Games, and knowing how important that was going to be to have 1 billion people on TV see that around the Commonwealth. I don't know, there was something about that made me very emotional. Having people from all around the Commonwealth there holding a pride flag is a part of a campaign that I've been working on with the Commonwealth Games Federation to try and make sport a more inclusive place for everyone, so that everyone feels welcome, everyone feels safe, everyone feels supported in the world of sport. For the longest time, sport has been, and still continues to be, a very heteronormative space. So being able to try and challenge that a little bit and show that there are queer people everywhere, and there are queer people in sport, and we deserve to be here, and there is a space for us, and we're not going anywhere. For anyone that is struggling with their identity, I mean, it's a really difficult thing, and it's a highly nuanced thing, because for some people it's not safe to come out and be visible in certain countries. But for me, what I did is I found someone that I could trust to tell. I told my best friend Sophie. She was the first person I told. We'd gotten back from a night out, we had some pizza, and I just said, Sophie, look, I've met someone and I think I might be gay. She embraced me and welcomed me, and it was just something that was so special. And just being able to say it out loud to one person that you can really trust really helped me on my journey to come out. I don't know if it's necessarily a guilty pleasure, but I am obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race. My favorite RuPaul's Drag Race contestant, the thing is I've got a few that I absolutely love. Willem, who's a good friend of mine. Courtney Act, I think, is amazing. Bianca Del Rio is also incredible. And after the recent season, Jinx Monsoon. My husband has known Willem since before he went on the show, and we've spent Christmases together. I've actually spent Christmas with Willem and Courtney Act, so on 2 separate occasions. So yeah, I mean, they're good friends now. And I mean, of course I love knitting. I'm knitting, I'm crocheting all the time. I mean, I guess I've got a lot of guilty pleasures. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I would love to be able to do. I would love to be able to help with the cost of living crisis, making sure that every school kid that needed to have a free school meal got a free school meal, making sure that there's equality within sport so that girls can play football as well as guys in PE. I think there's lots of things that I would change. I don't know if there's that many huge surprises about being in the public eye. I mean, it is quite nice sometimes when you go in for brunch and you get your coffee taken off the bill. That's quite nice. Something that could probably be seen to be quite surprising is that as someone in the public eye, sometimes you meet people that are also in the public eye and they also know I've been following what you've been doing and your journey, and then being able to like have like mutual respect for each other that then sometimes turns into collaborations in two completely random different fields. I have met lots of people in the world of fashion that I wasn't necessarily in before the Olympics. Like, I've always had a really big passion for fashion, but it's only really been since I've taken a break from diving that I've been able to not just go to the pool every day and wear sports clothes every day, and being able to express my creativity through knitting and through being able to go to events. I was fortunate enough last year to get invited to go to the Met Gala, which is something that I would never have ever seen myself in that space ever, and to walk into the Met Gala and have like Anna Wintour there just like welcome you in, that was a very, very surreal moment that I just never quite saw coming. The craziest thing about the Met Gala is when you walk in, there's this like cocktail hour, they call it, and you walk in and you just have to talk to someone, and every single person in that room is famous, and it's just kind of mind-blowing the amount of people that are in that room you just admire and have loved for so long, and you're just stuck in a room with them and you can actually go and talk to them. And it was a very, very, very surreal moment, but it was also a lot of fun. That's probably the most surprising thing. I would love to make a full knit ball gown for somebody to wear to the Met Gala, like something really crazy, something really exciting, in crazy shapes and colors. And so if anybody wants to wear something knit to the Met Gala, hit me up and I'll do it. I mean, it would be pretty special and epic if one of the Kardashians or one of the Jenners were to wear something knit that I'd made to the Met Gala. I mean, that would be pretty special. Or I could make Harry Styles a knit suit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The most romantic thing anyone's ever done for me was probably on our wedding day. Lance came down, my husband now, with a bag that said "break in case of cold feet" on it. I wanted to see what was inside the bag. I didn't have cold feet, but inside it, this isn't probably going to sound that romantic, but inside of it was a bottle of booze, a hip flask, and some cufflinks, just in case I got cold feet. The most romantic thing I've done for Lance would probably be I set up a picnic on the top of a mountain in LA at sunset, and we just sat there. We had strawberries and some Prosecco and just was able to watch the sun go down over the ocean, which was really quite special. How do I wind down after a long day? I mean, once my son is in bed, I go upstairs, I will have either a cup of tea, like a mint tea, and I'll just sit and knit. That is my way of winding down. I could literally sit there for hours. I'll knit, I'll crochet, I'll do something, and maybe my husband and I will be watching something on TV if we're watching a series. The last thing I watched, I just finished Ozark. I'm also about to start the next series of Umbrella Academy because I haven't watched that yet. And also Stranger Things I just finished. So there's been a few things that I've been in between and floating around. What am I most excited for right now? I'm excited to go home and give my son a squish and just give him a squeeze. But I'm also excited about the future of what's to come. I'm excited about, seeing where my knitting adventures go. I'm excited to see my son grow up, and there's lots of things that I'm excited about, and I just feel very grateful and very lucky to be where I am today. Thanks for watching.